welcome to current events. It is live over here.
It's Des here.
Yes, and today we'll be bringing you another episode of current events. And today our topics will feature Professor Karim in the way he educated the country today, as well as I want to talk about
Anchor.
the NC and ENCA.
ENCA, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's Anchor.
The program. Yes, those are my two topics. And what's the other name? You want to
Yeah,
talk about your topic?
it's fine. I'll talk about mine. I think after we can just start with yours, and then I'll introduce mine. I think after his. But what I've seen about the topics, I think speaking from your topics, the way you've put your topics, it's a bit similar to mine in the sense that they correlate in what you want to speak about. So, but it's fine. I'll compare in which terms I'm meaning is.
Okay. They're gonna talk about the good professor. He educated the country today on the coronavirus, how it's spreading and how it's taken a different trajectory compared to other countries. And it was a very interesting read. Unfortunately, I did not watch the program.
I missed it too. I was surprised about it, I guess.
Yeah, you know.
All we found is the trending part.
Yeah, so we kind of missed a big chunk of the explanation. So please offer us any insight in case we missed something. So Dr. Karim today was talking about the stages of this epidemic and how it's affecting South Africa.
Yeah.
So he said that closing the country, the lockdown, not closing the country, making the decision for the lockdown to happen so early, it was a good decision because it has potentially stopped the amount of infections that would have happened. So it was a progressive step by the president, in case you people have been crucifying the president for doing it so early. So that was a good thing, So now they are trying to focus on testing the unfortunate, the poor people that cannot get into private institutions. So now they're trying to bring the testing to clinics,
to the private, and also to the less disadvantaged people, which they say they kind of say that it's a good thing that they're taking it to the people. I think they say it's the first. Not that I think it's what it was said. That he said, the professor said that it's the first country to do such thing, that they take their test to the people rather than waiting for people to go to the hospitals and everything. Because if people did, if the government waited for people to go there, it would actually put a weight on our healthcare system. So now when they go out there and they identify people, it's good for us. And the stats say they have screened about 28,000 people. So I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, it's progressive. It's what do you call it? Yeah, it's a proactive. That's the word. It's a proactive response rather than a reactive response, which I think is good. It's better to
just wait and we don't have a plan, sort of.
Yeah. So
I think it's a good thing, but. All in all, did you know about the professor, or you just know about him when you started training?
We all see things on Twitter, so I saw it after the program was finished. Unfortunately, I didn't have my phone at the time.
Yeah.
So we were bored watching movies at the house, or
we were not informed about it. It's a bit sad that it passed us.
People know about it.
Yeah, they did, and They did. And what about the professor? I'm sure most people didn't know anything about him.
Yeah, you know, it shows that Cyril has something going there, like behind the what's it called, behind the closed doors or whatever. You know, it shows that he is making plans behind closed doors. It's not just making decisions.
And speaking of which, there's a DA plan that came out also, which people say it's a bit, it's not okay, but I want to applaud the DA for coming up with a plan at least.
For once.
For once,
instead of complaining.
Instead of complaining or looking at other politicians or, pinpointing, they came up with a plan, even though they rubbish it, they say it's not good or whatever, but I want to applaud them for at least, look, we're trying. This plan works in stages. If you can check them on Twitter and stuff, but I saw them on Entrepreneur Zone. They took out the grade where they tell you that at stage 1, it's something like people should, let's say they stop the lockdown, so people go out as normal. And if it increases on rate, we go back to stage 2, that type of thing, which I'm a bit skeptical about it. It's 50-50. I feel that if other parties came in and looked at it, it could work rather than just discouraging the whole system. But apparently this guy has spoken about it. People are like saying, hey, screw the DA plan. We need to listen to this guy. We need to listen to the president when he tells us that we should do this and that. So based on the on what's this? The DA plan. No, the DA plan is just out of the box, I guess. But you can look at it. People comment about it and they say stuff about it and stuff. But I wanna applaud them for that. So what I'm saying is that for the prof to come out and state this thing, does it mean that we get an extension on the lockdown?
I think there's definitely going to be an extension. Because it's the problem is it's a bad time. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
People are going to get sick. It's going to be a lot of confusion, I think, between flu and this corona thing. A lot of people are sick. Babies going to get sick. Hospitals, doctors waiting rooms are going to be full. So I think the extension. I think also private doctors, they need to. I don't know, close the surgeries or something and just go to homes. Because the people, they come and they wait there in the waiting room.
Exactly.
One person has corona, now everybody has corona.
There's corona, true.
And the babies too, no one's talking about the babies, they have to go for checkup and stuff. So.
But are they allowed to go for checkups? Because apparently there was this thing that they can't go for checkups and stuff.
But then, the baby needs checkup. They need to make plans, you know. So, I don't know, like it's a whole...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to come more and talk about these things,
Yeah, but at least they're doing something, I'm happy about that.
So apparently this doctor, this prof guy, I found something interesting about him, just like maybe if people don't know what he does or what he eats. Actually, they say he's an epidemist,
yes,
in infectious disease specialist.
Yeah, those are the people that were fired in the White House.
Oh, they were fired. Oh,
that's why they look at these things, so they know these things.
So Donald Trump fired these people, and you're like, they use this.
No, you think it's Donald Trump is reactive rather than proactive. Oh, so that's the difference between Obama and Donald Trump.
So I think they should give this guy a position or something somewhere there. Because I don't think I don't know. Is it for the government?
No, it's fine then. But,
but I mean, okay, not really a position, but advisor, so to say.
Yeah, but the president should have this thing. I think maybe they'll implement it.
They should.
Because you can't trust the leader of the free world, Mr. Trump. You can't trust you. Killing us. So I think every government actually, I think they should have one that they can trust and just keep track on things. Even if you're not looking at the globe, you're just looking at your country and your people.
Because people were kind of amazed about the drugs that he took out. Some of them, they said, hey, that's why I ran away from meds and stuff. That reminded them about a lot of things, but I think they were good.
Yeah, people, we're talking about people that say sanitizers have coronavirus. Come on, these are South Africans, man.
Yeah.
We take what our neighbors say to heart. It's too much. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about next topic, because we're going to talk too much. We're going to talk the whole night, and it's going to be too long. So comments, please, especially on this Kareem professor thing, because we didn't get to see it, so we would really like to get information from the guys that watched it, and educate ourselves as well.
By the way, sorry for not getting back to you about the comments of our previous. We had one comment on Tando J. So Tando J had a comment, sorry to squeeze it in the middle. We couldn't squeeze it at the beginning. But Tando J had a comment, and somebody, it was from Rachel actually, on our Facebook page. You can check it out. It's 0405 current, it's 0405 events. Just add, and then you can check it, or you can just check for current events on Facebook. We have a page there. So she kind of comment that she also doesn't like it, just for somebody to just add a suffix and a prefix to the name. So that was the one comment that we had on our previous
that's annoying.
Previous episode. Yeah.
So if you add prefixes and suffixes to people's names, stop it.
Good. Yeah.
Or ask for permission.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about the channel, the news channel. The news channel, the anchor.
That's what I'm saying. Is these topics they were correlated? You see.
Yeah,
because it's anchor
that released the whole.
That released the whole thing.
Yeah,
and by the way, I had blocked Anchor. Anchor had problems before. The ENCA, and stuff about treating black people. So since then, but I'll unblock it, just give it a parole and check this whole thing. So yeah, but I think they did a great job.
That's a good thing. You're educating the country. That's a good thing. Which will bring us to our later topic as well, about educating people.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good thing because they brought someone there and they broadcasted someone who knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
I would really have hated it if they brought in someone who didn't know what they were talking about.
Like sort of your minister, they just occupy those spaces, but they don't really have the qualification background, so to say, the type of thing.
But those guys are posters, though.
Yeah.
They post the boys. The guys that really do the work are the ones that we don't get to see, like Professor Kareem. We don't get to see those people, and I think they need to get an applaud or something. They need something for themselves, because they always in the background. And the ministers and all they soak up the praise when the plan works, but it's not their plan. So I would really like to appreciate what ENCA has done.
Yeah.
I think that was really great. I think a lot of people were educated today, so they know which stage they are in, what to do. So I think that's really important to know proactively and reactively what you need to do.
Exactly.
So when you just have it, what you need to do for yourself, for your family members, co-workers, essential workers that are working. So you need to know what to do. Other than when you have it, you start panicking and you don't know what to do. So proactively, what you need to do to not get the virus. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. I think
Anchor is, because I think the channel, on my point of view about the channel, let me just put it, it's a better channel that we have in SA in informing people about things, because even the journalists, have you seen how the journalists are? Those people are serious about their job. So I think Anchor, for once, I think it's a good channel, and it gives us the relevant information that we need. Or if let's say there's something that is going on around the country, I think they work around the clock. Like say your what's this? What do they call that show that plays at night a bit? About whereby a journalist of Anchor just goes out and searches. Is it Third Degree?
No, it's not. Checkpoint.
It's Checkpoint. Yeah, I think at last they had Third Degree or something. But yeah, they have things like Checkpoint,
Yeah, they had that degree.
Yeah, they also had Third Degree, and it was great, So I'm saying that they pay more interest to the people.
And it's not biased too.
No.
It's very hard. There's a very hard seat there. There's a video. Well, it's not related, but it is related to the channel anyway. So Professor, Papa Bushir was all the time. He was all the time. It was very hard seats. The man didn't know English all of a sudden because he didn't have. He just talked the language. Yeah. He was. I think he was expecting like a bias question. Yeah, those simple questions. To bring him into the light so more people can follow him. But that just went straight to the point, and he couldn't react fast enough. So big shout out to Anchor. Yeah, they've been doing a great job, man. They're doing a great job. And the journalists, essential workers, you guys have been working. So thank you. Thank you for the information. For the people that watched it. Exactly. I think they are glad that they tuned in. Now they're more informed than they were before, and they're gonna inform other people as well. So that's great. For the people that didn't watch it, like us, So that was a good thing. I think that was a great thing. So now move on. Unfortunately, today. Yeah, moving on to the next topics. I think they are my topics, and like I said, my topics are also a bit related because at first I didn't pay attention, but Shims has been trending. It's been trending the whole weekend. This Easter weekend, it was just Shims. But I think from that story, something great happened. So I'll be talking about that whole thing because my first hashtag it will be Shimza. Shimza went online actually, and actually I think he's the producer. I'm not sure if he's alone or something of the hashtag house party lockdowns that they have in the country. So apparently there's this guy called I think he's called they call him Siga. Yeah. Siga one. I think you can follow him at Siga one. This guy apparently is the reason why Shinza trended and was just everywhere. Siga was on so to say. That's what he says. Shinza he says that Siga has been on his timeline and he's harassing. That's what he said. He's harassing. It's a free country. If you don't like it, block him. Just block him or ignore him. But I think it was a blessing for him to speak out because what he said is that can you please put me on one of your sets at least for me to play? And what he wanted this guy was just to rock people, Shimza replied saying that he should stop harassing him in his timeline. The guy said thank you, but it didn't sit well with him. I think he even retweeted the whole thing. It blew up and people just caught to it and they were like, Shimza, why would you do that type of thing? So it was a big thing. That's when Shimza trended. And problem, that guy is rude. He's rude, and what they said is that they had a Shimza must fall, that type of thing. So, do you think celebrities get to a point whereby they think they're entitled to whatever they have, or they're entitled to treat people bad? Do you think they should treat them bad, or they should have that status thing? Do you think it's good for them? Because at the end of the day, it's these guys that put them on. It's these guys that us fans that say we approve of you, we like your music, we're gonna follow you, we're gonna support you. Do you think once they get that support, are they saying middle fingers playing to people, or what are they saying? Yeah, I think this thing, you get a sense of being invincible. You feel like maybe you're better than other people. You're untouchable. Which you are not better than other people. I'm not saying that Shimza guy was entitled to helping that guy because we don't know what he has on his plate. So I think the big problem that he was rude. He was rude. And South Africans don't like rude. They don't like rude people, especially from celebrities because they think they are untouchable and stuff. So, and the thing is, the people that you're rude with, if there's enough of a collective effort, they can drop you and you can end up like some South African soccer star in the street. Exactly. It's not nice, man. So please, just be nice with it. Exactly. If you can't help, you don't have to explain yourself. Because Black Coffee just came in, and he actually once he people retweeted and Black Coffee saw it. Black Coffee just came in and is like, hey, Capello,
can't you help these guys? This Kapele guy, I think there's a DJ called Kapele, if I'm not mistaken. He asked, can't you help these guys on something and stuff? And they came in, they helped. Like, I mean, simple as that. Why didn't she like please put something like that, that type of thing? And then it felt as if like it's an harassment, So
People are people, though.
people are people, and they will forever be people. So shout out to Black Coffee for what he did. Also, he put the guy on a map, simple like that. So he blew up. Siga is just, I think he's becoming one of the greatest to have in South Africa DJ. I think. So shout out to him, shout out to the whole thing, how it unfolded. But basically they said there were cries that Chimza didn't apologize. Whereby I did see the status where he did apologize to the guy. So he did guys apologize to the guy. Even though he first apologized to you, Mayema and Josie and people
But
instead
then
of starting the guy.
I have to direct you, it's not really nice anymore,
Yeah,
yeah. Please apologize.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think, like, again, I always say this. I said it on the last episode.
Mm.
I must say it again. Friends.
Mm.
Oh my God, that circle of friends. That's very important.
Yeah, it's very
because
important.
especially if you're in a public light, what
Exactly.
you say, how you respond to people, it could lead to your downfall, or it could raise you even further. So yeah, that guy was rude. But then the guy at least he got something from it. OD came in.
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
And I don't know the guy. I hope his music is good though.
Yeah, and I even listened to him also. That's why, speaking of which, it will bring me to my next what's this? My next topic that I thought it's interesting, whereby I got it from a guy. I scrolled through his Twitter line and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I also saw the deals that he got, like you say, your OD and what's this?
How did that work?
Capello thing in terms of
the OD thing. They lease the country of their.
I'll explain it to you just now. I just wanted to say my hashtag for the second one. My hashtag for the second one, guys, it's a bit different because I got it from him. I knew about this. I didn't know about it. It's a company called Global Oil SA. There's a company called Global Oil, and just to give you, it was established in 2007. It's a retail group which operates across South Africa. It had an inception in 2008, where it rapidly grew. So from their abouts and stuff, it says that it has 99 retails across South Africa. And the other interesting fact that I got about it, it's 100% black owned, which I think it's a good thing, and it's growing. I think if you haven't seen one, I've seen one in Tulama, actually, just Global Oil. I don't know if you know the garage. Yeah. So I think it's an interesting. I got it from him. They asked him to say that he had actually won the other challenge, the Capello challenge, whereby Capello asked him to retweet 5,000. If he can get 5,000 retweets, they'll put him on the shows. And the Global Oil SA one, he had to do 10,000 retweets. And people were there, they supported him. He did those.
That's the nice thing about the Twitter,
So this Siga guy, I think, he's the main topic. Sorry, I didn't just put him as the hashtag Siga, but shout out to Siga. Siga just did something great this weekend. I think it comes once in a lifetime. I think
that's like getting struck by lightning.
If there's a God out there. You definitely do. So he got those deals. He got the Capello deal. He got what's this? They say they're gonna sponsor him with a 10,000 voucher from Fjord wherever he travels. So he has a 10,000 voucher wherever he goes to gigs and stuff. And yeah, so the Audi one, this is how they do. There's this guy called you can check him out. I think he's there in on what's this on Twitter. He's a dealer. He's a dealership. He's a dealer actually. A dealership called Telenkosi. He tweeted the guy and he told him that when he plays around Gauteng, they will sponsor him with the BMW. So what I think how the deal works is this, these guys, they advertise in Audi. So when they see Siga on an Audi, people would love the Audi. So that's how normally sponsorships work. You know, we advertise the car for them. Unless I don't know what other things includes on the deal or whatever Audi will include on the deal. But when he's in Gauteng, he's advertising it wherever he goes around. So, you know, he'll be playing around Gauteng, you know. So he got the tweets also. So that's how the Audi. And apparently he played for Facebook. 21,000 people watched his second, it was 5 hours. He played, is it Gagas? I think he played for Gagas also.
Where did people get all this data?
You know, that's what I thought. I'm like, people have data. You know, and he played for Gagazi, he played for, what's the other thing that he played for? I forgot the other thing. Let me just check it for you. But there's this other. He played for Radio 2000. He played for hashtag. There's a hashtag about energy drink. The play energy drink.
Oh, play, yeah.
Yeah, play. So he also got a play, you know. So he's getting his deals, and I think, you know, God has opened doors for him. It's it was a great Easter, I guess, for some people.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah,
Lockdown opportunities, right?
You know.
It happens. Who says that you have to have to play a lottery ticket for you to win the lottery? You didn't play the lottery, but it's the same thing as winning the lottery.
Exactly.
You didn't have to play. By the way, the Powerball tomorrow, guys. Don't play, man. Don't play. I'll play. I don't.
So the numbers will come to you.
Yeah.
The less people that play,
Please,
you know.
Twitter gang. If you can help the guy with 1,000 retweets, help me without playing. On another note, what's the next one?
We got the trending, which was trending.
Which one? Which one was that?
The Woolies one.
Oh, the Woolies one.
We can start with the Woolies one.
No, I thought you wanted to talk.
Do you remember Mafiki's one?
Mafiki's one. So in the group.
The group. You know the group.
Yeah, I know the group.
Yeah.
They're still around. They disappeared for a while. I left out 2 balls, but they're still around.
And then a new track, actually. I forgot the name of the track. Stuff. But do you know the meaning around it? You know?
Mafiki's one came back. Just what Mafiki's one. I want the direct English translation or what?
It doesn't have to be direct, but you can just explain. You know how English is.
Just came yesterday.
Something like I just came. I'm new.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm new.
Yeah.
So the newbies, you know. So the Woolies is trending because some lady called Puma. Yeah. Her name is Pume 22 at Pume 22. He said these new Woolies shoppers are annoying. Woolies is definitely cheaper than you guys. Than you guys think. Yeah, Mafiki's all. Over the years, they had to align their prices to the rest of the food retailers to compete for market share. Initially, Woolies was a high-end food retailer, so that's where this whole thing. He even added, but you can check him after and stuff. So that's where this whole Woolies started, and it just.
Yeah, but then who didn't know that? It's not really that expensive. Like I've known this for a long time. It's just that there's not a lot of foods, I don't know, shops that sell food around. I think there's one in like
I think so. Yeah, but there is one in Nelspruit.
So you have to like travel. For us, you have to travel like what 100+ kilometers to get to a shop. So that's insane on its own. But then they got good products, and their shops, their prices do go down.
They do go down. They do. So apparently, like he was mocking people for saying that. People didn't know that Woolies was cheap because people were busy tweeting that, Woolies is great things and stuff, you see. So, so people started like, okay, now you're calling us newbies and stuff, Mafiki's all and so forth, you know. So what they're saying that, what I understand about it is that because, look, we come from different backgrounds, so to say, you understand? So when we come from different backgrounds, what happens is that we're not exposed to the same things in life, you understand? So for you, let's say you've been playing PlayStation from a young age, right? Somebody in 2020, they start telling you about a PlayStation. In a way, you do maybe get annoyed, like, oh, come on, right? You understand that type of thing. So what they're trying to do, what they're trying to say, the black community, sort of the Twitter community, they're saying that let's not undermine each other. Let us respect each other. Let us not put each other under pressure. We know that it's the same thing as sometimes you just need to keep quiet. You don't have to.
That is true.
Yeah,
Also, in the same vein, people stop catching feelings.
They catch too much feelings.
So much. It's so emotional. I don't understand it. Yeah, she is right. Sometimes you have to look at a person's point of view. She is right. You're a newbie. You were not shopping at Woolworths. You were shopping at Pick n Pay. You were shopping at ShopRite.
Yeah.
Checkers was like, wow, that was your most. And then you go to Woolworths and then, it's cheap, the food is nice. You are a newbie, accept the title in itself. I'm new and I like this space. That's what it is. Sometimes, some people,
they catch too much
feelings. They catch too much feelings, and some people expect you to catch too much feelings.
Yeah.
I once tweeted, I said, there was this graphic thing where a plane had to turn while it was taking off. So I tweeted, I said, this wouldn't work because the plane doesn't have a wheel. The wheel doesn't turn. The front wheel doesn't turn. So I was wrong because apparently the front wheel does turn. And people attacked me, and one even suggested that I must delete the tweet. I don't understand. Why should I delete the tweet? Let me learn. I didn't know that. So you taught me. It's okay. I have learned now. So I don't have to hide my mistakes or pitfalls. Let me learn and grow, people. So just stop being emotional. Accept the title. Be thankful for the welcoming. Then I wish we had words now.
That's why Julius said the Twitter streets are rough. You enter in the wrong streets and you catch feelings on Twitter. People are gonna mock you and everything. So you don't have to catch feelings sometimes when people just attack you. Sometimes maybe it might be too much, it gets into your head.
Sometimes it's abusive.
It's abusive, but that's what I'm saying. Judas says it doesn't get. How did he put it?
Yeah, what does it get emotional?
It doesn't get. What did he call it? I forgot what he called it, but it doesn't get shaken easily. I think that's what he said. He said it doesn't get shaken easily. And all the stuff that they're saying, he was him and Josie, they're just fighting people on Twitter, so they're just on another level. That's why I didn't really want to entertain them and stuff, because they're politicians and they should be looking at how the country grows and how we're tackling this COVID thing,
yeah, that's EFF. That's like the middle child of politics. The middle child of politics. They have their own views. Sometimes they're outlandish. Sometimes they are spot on. So
exactly.
It is what it is. We have to tolerate them because that's what it is. Sometimes they're spot on, though, guys. So, that's good. So then there's just celebrity
becoming teachers.
Children.
Yeah.
First of all, the educational department. How was that a good idea?
How did they come up with that idea?
That's sometimes you just have to ask yourself.
This feels like an insult. Imagine yourself, you're a teacher.
No, okay, I get that you're a teacher and you're getting paid sitting at home, you don't want to be disturbed.
No, but I mean, isn't it an insult to your profession? Somebody else doesn't have to get a qualification to teach what you teach.
Well, it's more of an insult to teachers that are not working, unemployed ones that have qualified to teach these children. Give them a chance. I mean, the celebrities, they don't need the money. Okay, maybe they need the money, but they make money all the time. You can't say that now because you guys cannot perform shows. We're going to give you other people's jobs. That is not cool. That's not nice, So I think it would have been better received if they gave the people that are not employed but are qualified chances to teach.
And they better responsive to the thing, to the subject, because they understand it. Imagine going and asking somebody that is just translating from the script. He doesn't know anything except the script that they've been given to him. There might be teachers behind the back doors, but they're not supposed to steal the spotlight from the teachers, you understand? Those people are like, I mean, I see faces like the DJs who I seen a pair of DJs who
he was doing something argumentative.
You know,
student.
Imagine, people even say that, yeah.
That's a big word. Argumentative.
Mommy, what does argumentative mean?
Mommy doesn't even know what argumentative means. You're gonna get children beat at their houses because parents' first reaction when they cannot explain something or they don't have a proper explanation, they get angry. That's what parents do. They get because that's the defensive mechanism. They get angry. So stop teaching children words that they can't pronounce.
Yeah, so let's get these teachers out there. Let's just change the whole thing. Guys, if you've made a mistake, you accept that you've made a mistake. I mean, they're not saying that basically we are the country, so we need to discuss and we need to decide what's best for our kids. What's best for our kids, what's best for our learning, and the celebrities, it's a no-go for the teachers. Let's respect them. Let's respect the teachers. It's their profession. Put the teachers there. We had the East channels that they were there back then. I think they're still there. The ones that they put.
They have grade out, no? They have grade out. They do have a learning channel.
They do have those learning channels, and I think they put it there. They put the ones that are qualified, right?
Yeah, they know
exactly. So I think those are qualified people. So why in this instance we put in celebrities?
Hey, I don't know. I think it's because they want to make up for the fact of the matter that celebrities cannot go out and perform.
So they want to give them the money. I thought about it.
You can't just give them money.
No.
But then either way, what about us? Now we are at home now.
What do we get? We don't get anything.
So let the people that are qualified to do the job do the job.
Let
people get the job. Once this COVID-19 thing is over, people will support.
So let's just cooperate with each other and stuff. And I think that's it about today's show.
Yeah, that's it for today's show. So celebrities that are teaching at the moment, stop. Mommy and daddy don't understand.
Stop it.
So if mommy and daddy don't understand, the kid is gonna ask mommy and daddy. Yeah.
So don't forget our hashtag current events 0405. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and our channel is on YouTube. So give yourself time, watch us. I told you, we here to entertain you. It's Monday today.
Monday.
Happy Easter Monday. They call it Easter Monday. Happy Easter Monday.
0 Easter eggs. Coronavirus. Oh man. So
catch us on our next episode.
Yeah. Hashtag don't forget 0405.
Most definitely. Current events 0405.
Yes, please don't forget. And please, guys, please comment. We would love to hear your views. Let's interact. Let's have some fun. I know some of you guys are bored at home. So talk to people. Let people talk to you. Get point of views. Grow as a person. Get other people's point of views. That will be really nice. On all the platforms, guys. Don't forget Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well. Comment, guys. Please comment. And if there's anything you want us to talk about, you can suggest it. Yeah. And then we'll talk about it. May not be in the next show, but it'll probably be in the next show.
Yeah.
So please, guys, please, and thank you for watching. Bye. Have a good day.